Get ready to transform your home without breaking the bank with these free and cheap decorating ideas that will have your home looking stylish and stunning in no time. One of my favorite free and cheap ways to decorate my home is by repurposing items that I already have. I have taken some light fixtures and transformed those into some amazing home decor. I had a fan in my bedroom that I swapped out for a beautiful new chandelier. Instead of throwing this fan away, what I did was I transformed it into a container. I took the bowl of the fan and the decorative pieces, I glued them together, I added a wood base to the bottom, and then I painted it white and transformed it into a beautiful container for a floral arrangement. With a little elbow grease and some creativity, I was able to take something that I could have just thrown away, but I turned it into a piece of home decor that's beautiful in my home and that I can use in so many different ways. I did the same thing with a large pendant light that was in my dining room. It was dark and dated, and so what I did was I swapped it out for something a little fresher and more modern. But again, instead of throwing this light fixture away or donating it, what I did was I repurposed it into a container. The bowl was a great size, and the heavy metal decorative ring around it was a perfect base to hold my bowl in place. And then I added a stunning orchid arrangement to the center of the bowl. Now, I did use this in another way. I took the bowl out of it and I put a mirror over the top of the decorative ring at Christmas time. And then I added a nativity on top of the mirror. This was a fun, unique way to create a distinctive display at Christmas time. So instead of throwing those old light fixtures away, you can reimagine them into some beautiful pieces of home decor. All you need to do is paint them and give them a little bit of love. And now my pieces look expensive, but I hardly spent anything to transform them. You can reimagine all kinds of items in your home. You could use a punch bowl as a container for a floral arrangement. You could use some mismatched mugs to store some pencils or pens or office supplies. You can use some mason jars as vases. If you've burned all the wax out of your candle, you can use an old candle container as a vase, especially when they're beautiful. They are a fantastic item to reimagine. Here is a really fun idea. I have this large drink bucket that I hardly ever use, so I decided to fill it up with flowers. Now I've got fake flowers in right now because it's January, so we're not doing real ones right now. But during the springtime, you could put some real flowers in a beverage tub like this. It could double as a planter. You could put it on your front porch or on your deck, and you wouldn't have to buy anything new. Here's another really fun idea. If you have some containers or vases, especially unique ones like this that are laying around your house and you don't use them very often, what you can do is repurpose them into a cake stand. So mine has a really large opening at the top, and I have used this container for floral arrangements in the past, but I've also used it for a cake stand. All you need to do is take a plate or a large platter and put it over the opening at the top of your container. And now you have a very unique, a very one-of-a-kind piece that you can put on a buffet table. So all you need to do is just rummage through your cabinets and your closet, take stock of the items that you have and reimagine them because it is free. One of my favorite places to find affordable home decor is at my thrift store. Where I live, I have some great options for thrift stores, and they are always so affordable. In fact, I reimagined a beautiful mirror a few weeks back, and this mirror was only $9.99. I also reimagined a wooden bowl that was only $3.99 and a glass bowl that was $6.99. I took these pieces from the thrift store, I painted them, I added some feet to one of the bowls and some beautiful frosted designs to the other one. Now they look so expensive, so high-end, but we kept it so affordable by shopping at the thrift store. Talking about free or cheap, I discovered a company called Blueland, and they will help you to keep your home clean, and you can do it affordably. Inside of my package, I had 4 products. I had a multi-surface cleaner, a bathroom cleaner, a glass and mirror cleaner, and a foaming hand soap. All you need to do is fill these bottles up to the line that's provided on the bottle with warm water. Once it's filled, I dropped in the provided cleaning tablets into the bottles. You'll see these tablets fizz a little bit until they dissolve, which took about 10 to 15 minutes. Once it's dissolved, just pop the lids back onto the bottles and you've got your cleaning supplies ready to be used. This window and mirror cleaner worked so well on my windows. I used the multi-surface cleaner on my glass cooktop. I used the bathroom cleaner on the counter and the sink. And of course, I love that foaming hand soap. I just keep it right next to my sink and it smells so good. I have the lemon scented soap. All products are free of phosphates, chlorine bleach, parabens, VOCs, ammonia, triclosans, and phthalates. They are hypoallergenic and they are sourced from vegan and non-GMO ingredients. The refillable tablets start at the low price of $2.25. So all you need to do is add those tablets to your bottles that you already have. You can get even more savings by buying refills in bulk or setting up a subscription. Right now is Blueland's biggest sale of the year, and I have a coupon code that will get you 15% off. I will leave a link to Blueland in my description box so you can head over, check out all of their people and planet friendly products, and purchase one for yourself. If you're not into DIYing, you can still go to find some amazing deals. I found 2 of these Lenox fine bone china plates. This is the vintage jewel collection. And you guys, these plates were only 99 cents a piece. So I did a little sleuthing. I looked online, I typed in what these were, and they came up on the Bloomingdale's website for $62 a piece. You guys, if I would have purchased them from Bloomingdale's, I would have spent over $100 more, and they look so beautiful in my glass fronted cabinets. No one would know that I got these at the thrift store for 99 cents. It will be our secret. Don't tell anybody. But you can find some amazing treasures at your thrift store, and thrift stores typically offer lower prices than traditional retail stores. The majority of the mirrors that I have in my home, I have purchased over the years at my thrift store. The mirror in my dining room, the mirror in my bathroom, the mirror over the fireplace mantle here in my family room, the mirrors that are in my bedroom above the nightstands, and the mirror that's in my formal living room. Every single one of those were from the thrift store, and you guys, I did not spend more than $50 on any one mirror. Were these mirrors in perfect condition when I bought them? No, but with a little bit of cleanup and a fresh coat of paint, these mirrors look so expensive, so luxurious. All it took was a little cleanup to make them look brand new. Shopping at your thrift store can save you so much money, so why not give it a try? Using natural elements in a home is another great way that you can get some decor for free. All you need to do is go on a little nature walk outside. Take your clippers with you and go cut some branches off the trees. One of my favorite things to do is, as the leaves change during the different seasons, go out and cut a couple of branches off your bushes or your trees and use them in some vases to decorate your home. It brings in that seasonal flair, and it didn't cost you any money to do it. I have a beautiful magnolia tree in my yard, but it does drop those seed pods, and so instead of just cleaning them up and throwing them away, one year I thought, you know what? I'm going to spray paint these gold. which I did, and I've been able to incorporate these seed pods into several of my fall centerpieces. If you don't have seed pods from a magnolia tree, you can do the same thing with pine cones. Gather up some pine cones. You could paint them white or silver for Christmas time and add them to your Christmas decor. You can also take advantage of using the flowers from your yard and your garden as well. I have used flowers from my yard in so many different ways. One of my favorite is when I got some apothecary jars. I filled these jars up about halfway with water, and then I placed a few stems of flowers inside of these jars. They looked so beautiful, and I used them as a centerpiece for a party. As you know, buying flowers for a special event or a party can get really expensive, and this did not cost me anything. And if you don't have apothecary jars like I do, you could just put those flowers in a terrarium. You could, of course, put them in a vase. You could repurpose old jars or cans or plant holders. Adding these natural elements to your home can add a freshness and a pop of color to your space. I live about an hour away from the beach, and when we go, we gather shells or driftwood. This is another great way to get some outdoor natural elements to display in your home for free. If you live near the beach or have access to waterfront areas, collect seashells and driftwood to use as decor. You can display them in bowls or use them for DIY wall hangings, wreaths, or simply place them in a jar. This next idea is more for you than it is for me because I do not have a green thumb. But if you do and you love to grow herbs, what you can do is take those herbs, bring them inside, and place them on your counter in your kitchen. That would freshen that space up so beautifully. And then of course, you can use those herbs in your cooking, but also you could use them in a simmer pot, and the natural aroma from those beautiful herbs will make your house smell cozy and inviting. Using natural elements from nature brings a sense of calmness and connection to the outdoors. So get creative and experiment with those natural elements. It's a great way to decorate your home for free. My next idea is to rearrange your furniture. I know that sounds like a simple task, but let me tell you, it makes a huge difference. For instance, in this space, I have 2 chairs. I love these chairs, but they do have higher backs, which block the fireplace. And the color on them is a little bit darker right now. I'm trying to brighten this space up. So I thought I'm gonna switch these out. I'm gonna put them in my husband's office, and then I'm going to bring in 2 other chairs. These chairs have a lower back, and the fabric and the wood is much lighter. What a huge difference this swap made. Now I can see the fireplace so much better, and the lighter fabric brightens up this room. Another furniture swap I made recently was at Christmas time. I brought in a bench. This bench was upstairs. I brought it down, I put it in the foyer, I decorated it, and I simply loved having this bench in the foyer. So when it came time to clean up all of my Christmas decorations, I didn't want to move that bench. I liked it there, so it's there right now, and it's so convenient to have. You can sit down, put your shoes on, take them off. I love this bench in the foyer. Another furniture item that I moved around at Christmas time was 2 chairs. In my living room, I put my giant tree in the center, right in front of the windows, which is where I had the chairs. After I cleaned up all my things at Christmas time, I did not want to move those chairs back. So right now in this space, I simply have 2 sofas on either side, a coffee table in the middle, and 2 end tables. Right now, I'm just gonna leave it as is. I may put those chairs back, I may get a different piece of furniture to put in there, and I may just leave it alone. I don't know, but the good thing is that by switching out your furniture, just by moving your furniture pieces around a bit, it can open up your space, it can brighten your space, it can improve traffic flow, it can do a lot of things, and again, this is one of those easy decorating tips that is free. Another place that you can find affordable home decor is on Facebook Marketplace. You can browse through all of the items that they have, you can find pieces that you like, and you can buy them affordably. And the nice thing about Facebook Marketplace is because you're dealing with like a seller one-on-one, sometimes you can negotiate and get those prices down even lower. I purchased my coffee table in my living room on Facebook Marketplace. Recently I gave it a makeover and I loved the way that it looks, but I was able to purchase it very affordably. You could also set up a furniture swap or a home decor swap between your family and friends. That would be a fun way just to kind of exchange pieces that you have, see how they look in each other's houses, and it wouldn't cost you any extra money. Now, of course, when we are talking about free or cheap, we've got to mention DIY projects. My whole house is a DIY project. I have redone my kitchen. I have done the living room. I've done molding on the wall. I've added chandeliers to rooms. I've built fireplaces. I've done so many things to upgrade my home. By doing these projects myself, I saved tens of thousands of dollars. Now, if you're not into big room transformations, you can still DIY home decor pieces. I do that every single week for you guys. We DIY flower arrangements, accessories, trays, you name it, we do it. And we do it affordably. I've got a lot of step-by-step tutorials on gorgeous home decor pieces that you can follow and create your own. By doing it yourself, you can save yourself so much money, and I love that you can customize it as well. You can customize it to your own taste, your own color scheme, your own style, which will give you a unique piece that is specifically for you. Another upgrade that you can make to your home very affordably is with paint. You can get a gallon of paint and transform a room. I've done this in a few areas of my home and it made the space feel so much lighter and brighter. It didn't cost me very much money and it was extremely easy to do. You can decorate your home for cheap or free, and you can do it in a variety of different ways. We can all live beautifully, and with a little bit of creativity or resourcefulness, you can transform and personalize your space without breaking the bank. Hopefully, one of these ideas will work for you and it will help you to transform your home on a budget. If you like this video and want to see more like it, I would love to have you subscribe so I can share those with you. Thank you so much for watching.